Everybody, meteorologist Travis Kleneski here to start things off this morning as we look at our futurecast. We'll start things off here right at the 7 o'clock hour. Now, futurecast a little overdone with our precipitation as we're not seeing that much out there this morning and there's no real big severe weather right now. Most of our heavier rain is just to the southwest of the Tri-Cities between the McCook and Kearney area. And it's not overly heavy, maybe a little bit of lightning, some moderate to pockets of heavy rainfall, and there's been some light rain in other locations in central Nebraska, and we're actually starting off with a few more breaks in the clouds in the eastern part of the state. Now the chances of rain won't be overly high today. It'll be very hit or miss, but as we get into the afternoon hours, I expect redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms as our upper level trough starts to push a little farther east. So we'll actually see more movement with our storms today compared to yesterday, but looking for some afternoon strong to severe thunderstorms. The chances of rain for the Tri-Cities area especially increase during the afternoon. Out west, your chances will start to decrease later on today. Again, best bets for severe weather during the afternoon and early evening hours. The best bet for just overall rainfall may come during the early evening in the Tri-Cities area. We may see one or a couple of areas of strong to severe thunderstorms push through the area. Northern Kansas has the best chance. As we get later into the night, though, the chances of thunderstorms will start to get lower and eventually will clear out of here by tomorrow morning, outside of maybe an early morning lingering shower in northern and eastern Nebraska. I'm not expecting much moisture tomorrow, but there could be some lingering clouds early in the day. Those will gradually clear up during the day, and we'll see mostly sunny skies return. West and northwest winds that won't be too strong. And we'll start to heat things back up starting tomorrow. We'll get back towards that hot category by the end of the week. Today's temperatures, though, won't be too bad out there. We'll get to those in just a bit. So our risk of severe thunderstorms for today, and this comes out from the Storm Prediction Center down in Norman, Oklahoma. They'll have another update that comes out at 8 o'clock this morning, so stay tuned as that may change a little bit here. But basically the trend is for the better chances of storms and severe weather the farther southeast that you go. We have that enhanced risk of severe weather for places like Republic, Jewell, Smith County, Kansas. That's probably your best chance of an isolated tornado threat, but mostly looking at a wind or a hail threat in those locations and maybe some strong winds. Slight risk from about the Tri-Cities eastward and southward, so south central and the southeast portions of Nebraska, with a marginal threat a little bit north and west of there, where the chances of severe weather is still there, but not as high as it is farther south and east. Here's our main threats out there. Again, we're looking at our best chances more of wind and hail. 60 mile per hour plus wind gusts are out there, as well as some hail larger than 1 inch in diameter. Tornado threats fairly low, but can't be completely ruled out, so an isolated tornado not out of the question. In fact, maybe this might be more of a setup. If you remember last Friday, we had a landspout tornado up in the Boone County area. This may be more of a favorable type of tornado, a landspout type tornado this afternoon. That may be more favorable, but eventually as we head towards the evening, this will become more of a wind gust threat than anything. As I mentioned, temperatures won't be too bad today, but we'll be kind of hinging on how much sun you see. So we'll see a blend of 70s and 80s with coolest weather to the west and the warmest weather out towards the east for today, especially eastern Nebraska, where we'll see more sunshine try to break through those clouds, having the warm temperatures up, some places even into the mid and upper 80s later on this afternoon before the rain and the thunderstorms moves in. So again, pretty stormy today. Our best chance of rain later this afternoon, and more so during the early evening hours in the Tri-Cities. The chance goes down pretty quickly very early tomorrow morning, well prior to sunrise. So mostly sunny skies on Wednesday. We'll return to the mid and upper 80s, near 90 on Thursday. There is a small chance of rain and thunderstorms for Thursday afternoon. It's not a very good chance. I debated even throwing it in. It is not a good chance at all. Friday will be hot and dry again with mainly sunny skies, but by Friday evening, the chance of rain will start to pick back up. This is one of our next best chances of rain and thunderstorms for Friday evening and Friday night. Better chances before midnight than after midnight. Now, you folks in eastern Nebraska, your better chance will come after midnight. Now, as we look at that Friday night rain and thunderstorm chance, though, chances get better the farther north you go. So north central Nebraska, you have the best chance, about a 40% chance around the Tri-Cities, and a lower chance as you get towards northern Kansas. This holds the potential for some severe weather. There's going to be a lot of instability out there, some shear in the atmosphere, so we're going to have to watch that severe weather threat for Friday evening and Friday night. Behind that system, we do cool it back, so instead of looking at a hot weekend for the first full weekend of June, we're actually looking at a pretty nice weekend. Still warm, but not hot, low and mid 80s. Saturday and Sunday, I think it sounds pretty darn good. Back to the mid and upper 80s on Monday with continued mainly dry conditions, as the chance of rain is pretty minimal Saturday through Monday. And the good news is it doesn't look like it's going to get overly hot for most of next week. There may be a few 90s in there, but I think for the most part we're looking at more in the way of 80s and maybe even back to the 70s on a few of those days. And the chances of rain may return later on next week. So there you go. There is your forecast for today. Until next time, I'm meteorologist Travis Kleneski. Again, continue to stay tuned on Facebook and Twitter, as well as on Local 4 Television for all the latest on your severe weather coverage. And in case Tim may have to break in later on today for severe weather, he'll be there on Local 4 Television as well. Otherwise, we'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye.